Welcome back to Telegraph Herald, More Than the Score. Now, here's your weather forecast from completely unqualified Chief Meteorologist Steve Ortman. Well, hello there folks, it's springtime, a little bit of rain, some thunderstorms, green grass, beautiful weather to get out and play all those spring sports. I know all the kids in the tri-states are really excited to get out for all those spring sports. You're talking soccer, you're talking track and field, baseball, softball in the other states, all kinds of great things to get out and play. And the weather is, it's that time of year. Beautiful temperatures, warm weather. Let's take a look at the temperatures out there. 28 degrees in Dubuque, 25 degrees up in Platteville. Wow, is this a joke? Somebody, who keyed up this graphic? Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I guess we got 25 degrees in Dubuque. Not quite what you would expect for springtime temperatures. I probably would not want to be out running track in these temperatures, but that's just me. Anyway, let's go out to the radar. Oh my God! What? Huh? What? Whoa! What? Wow. Okay, I guess we got some precipitation coming down from the northwest there, right into the tri-states. Wow. Wow, that's brutal, folks. We got some rain. Looks like some sleet there with the pink. You could tell by the color. You got the green is the rain, and then you get the pink, which is the sleet. My God, there's blue. That's snow. God, what is the date today? Middle of April. Look at that. Wow, that's some kind of spring there, folks. Boy, we're going to update our list of cancellations. I cannot imagine there's a lot of sports going on right now. Woo! God, that makes you want to barf almost. Okay, anyways, let's move along as we keep looking at the 7-day forecast. Is it going to get any better? My God. No, it is not getting any better. Tuesday, a little rain. Looks like we're due for a little sleet rain combination there on Wednesday. Hey, there's a little more snow. Iowa, there's an Iowa April for you folks. If you're getting out to play those spring sports, I hope you're bringing your Under Armour and your long john undies, because that is a little cold. Wow! Woo! That is brutal. I think I'm gonna puke. Is that really spring? Throw it back to the newscasters. I've had enough of this weather. Oh my God! I think I am gonna barf. Oh! Oh, that kind of wraps up spring so far. Oh, back to you guys in the studio. Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Telegraph Herald, More Than the Score. I am your host, Steve Ortman, and I think we have a barely thawed out Tim O'Neill.
Still haven't yet begun to thaw out yet, Steve.
Well, on that note, if you saw the weather forecast leading into the show here, it has not been a very pleasant spring so far. Sports are really kind of getting a tough time getting out in the fields, getting out on the track to really consistently get out and participate. But one matchup that did take place on Saturday, which is pretty stunning if you think about it. The Dubuque Hempstead and Western Dubuque girls soccer teams bared the elements and got out to the soccer field for a matchup, and it was obviously not very pleasant out there.
It was not pleasant at all. Let me just say, soccer players are some of the toughest athletes out there. They will play through rain and snow. Unfortunately, on Saturday, the sleet became just a little bit too much in the second half. The game was called with about 20 minutes remaining. The Hempstead girls won a 3-1 victory. Grace Dack scored twice in the first 9 minutes for the Mustangs to give them an early lead. That was all the scoring in the first half. Alyssa Marion scored a goal just 1 minute and 3 seconds into the second half, and then Shyla Thurston added another goal for Hempstead about 10 minutes later as the Mustangs got the win. Now, the game started and it was raining throughout the game. It was cold, windy, and then late in the first half, the sleet started to come, and for me, just standing on the sideline, I could feel it hit me in the eyeballs, and it did not feel good.
We were really worried about you.
Yeah, you guys were very concerned. And
sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, you totally threw me off, Steve. Thank you. Late in the first half, the sleet started coming down a lot harder. In the second half, it was very hard to play through. The Western Dubuque coach, Cecilia Zangara, told me that the goalie told them that it was like having salt thrown at you the entire game.
Oh, wow.
And so obviously that's not pleasant. Once the game was called, the snow was noticeably covered with ice. Just a tough way to play a game, but they played it. They got through it. Hempstead moved to 2-1, or 2-0, excuse me. Western Dubuque fell to 3-1.
Well, I wish we had a whole lot more to talk about, Tim.
I think that's probably the only thing that's happened the past 2 weeks.
There's just not a whole lot that's been able to happen. Cancellations, postponements, all these sports between track and field and soccer. Illinois and Wisconsin's got baseball and softball, and when it's this windy and cold, rainy, and yes, snowy, yet here in the middle of April, it is tough to get these spring sports underway. But hopefully next week we'll have a little more to talk about.
We'll have to talk with our friendly More Than the Score weatherman and see what we got in the forecast, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see if he's got better news for next week. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I'm your host, Steve Ortman. For Tim O'Neill, we'll see you next week.